Hi everybody, it's Intuitive Medium Christine. I'm live and I can't even begin to tell you what I went through tonight to get this computer to work. I had to get off my regular computer and get on my Mac. So we're just gonna wait and see who shows up. I know I'm late, sorry about that. So if you can hear me, somebody type and let me know that you can hear me. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Jennifer. Jen. Okay, I can hear you. I hear you. Okay, everybody can hear me. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's show you who's saying hi here. So we have Ashley saying hi, and Jen is saying hi, and Melissa is telling me she can hear me. Hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Gina. Okay, I'm not in my usual spot because, like I said, my computer's acting up tonight. So I'm sitting a little awkwardly, and I have my pad and paper out. Hello, Jenna. Hey, Princess Marie, how are you? She is coming to us directly from England. So it's either her or it's her son, Tyler, who I have made friends with. Okay, so when you guys are ready, oh, Ashley's asking me a question. So I'm gonna hide this and I'm gonna show this. I'm using my Mac and I don't have a mouse attached to it. So everybody's gonna have to bear with me. Was wondering if you can tell me anything about my dad and or nephew. Okay, Renee, if you can give me a little more, let's see. Julie's asking me about our soulmate. Okay, Julie, I'll get to you in a minute. All right, so I'm going to answer Ashley. Okay, and I seem to be sharper. I think it picked up the other camera. All right, so Ashley, do you want to know about your dad or your nephew? Okay, so pick one. Okay, hi, Maria. Okay, so Ashley, can you tell me if it's your dad or your nephew that you want to know about? Because I'm going to try to get to as many questions as I possibly can tonight, okay? So pick one and just type it on the screen, my nephew. Okay, was he on the younger side? I just need you to type yes or no. I'm just waiting. Yes, okay. So I feel like he's okay. And I'm feeling like this is not by natural causes, correct? Just waiting for her to answer. No, it wasn't by natural causes. Okay. All right. That's what I thought. Okay. Is there a question as to how he crossed over or by someone's hands or something like that? Hi, Joe Black. So I think what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to pick some people ahead of time. And what I can do is I can bring you guys live on the screen with me. And then what I can do is I can do some live readings with like a split screen. Okay. He had a car accident and we don't know. Okay. Hang on one second. Let me find this. Okay. He had a car accident and we don't know what caused it. Was he the only one involved in the car accident? I'm going to tell you, I feel like he's the only one involved in the car accident. And if something else happened, either it's weird. I feel like there's something either in the car or around my feet or something happens to where I look down. And then, okay, she said, yes, he was. Okay, so I feel like I look down and then and by the time I look up, I feel like it's too late. So I either feel like I swerve to the right or I swerve off the road. Okay. I feel like I swerve off the road, causing an accident. So I think this was a matter of either he dropped something or something hits the ground in the car, and then he goes to pick it up, and in his picking it up, he's not watching where he's going, and then he completely and totally goes off the road. So it wasn't any type of foul play or anything like that. I just feel like this is a matter of I took my eyes off the road. Something either fell, a cup of water, something fell on the ground. I go to pick it up. I can't see. That's what happened. He swerved. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, this is like an operator error where there's something in the car. Okay. So that's what happened. No one drove him off the road or anything like that. By the time he looked up, it was too late and he hit whatever it was that he hit. It's okay. Did he cross okay? Yes, he did cross okay. He is okay. He did cross okay. Curious, did your dad cross? I keep hearing before. Did Dad cross before he crossed? I'm just waiting for her to answer me. Come on, Ash. Let's see. As she said, yes, he did. Okay. So, Dad crossed first. Did I get that backwards? Okay. All right. That's what I thought. So he's okay. You know, you, whenever you cross over, you don't go by yourself. There's someone that greets you. So he's okay where he is. He's at peace. Okay. All right. So, Miss Ashley, I think I answered your question. All right. So have a good night, hon. And if you have any more questions, like if you want to know about Dad, send me a message through Messenger. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. So, guys, if you type something, there's 26 of you. You're welcome, Ashley. There's 26 of you online right now. So what I want you to do is I want you to, if you type something, type it again, because I can't see it on my screen. It's gone down and I can't see it. Okay. You're welcome, hon. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. Joe Black is asking me a question. He said, how long am I going to have to wait for a promotion? Well, okay, Joe. I feel like this has been a while. I feel like you've been waiting for a while and you're actually starting to kind of give up. But there's someone, it's almost like there's someone in the way. I feel like there's someone in the way. Marie, hang on a minute and I'll get with you, okay? And I'll give you a message from Joey. So, Joe, I feel like there's somebody in the way that's preventing this from happening for you. It might be a gentleman, and I feel like he may be a little difficult. He's tough, you know. It's almost like he doesn't want to see you do better, if I'm going to put it to you that way, okay? It's almost like he doesn't want you to do better. It's really hard to get around him. You're going to have to be creative with this one. I don't know how you're going to get around this guy, but if you can get around him, the job is yours. But it's like he doesn't want you to outshine him or something. It almost feels like. So it's going to be a little tough to get around him. Okay. But be creative. There's other people that I think are kind of waiting to, like you're kind of sitting in the background and not shining as much as you should be. So I feel like if you can just let the right people kind of see all the extra stuff that you bring to the table, that I think you would get a better position or your promotion that you're looking for. But you have to get around this guy and he's a big roadblock. Okay. All right. I hope I answered your question. All right. Let's see. Who else do we have? Oh, cool. I already do outshine him. That's nice. That's probably why he doesn't want you to shine any brighter. So sometimes we do run across people like that. Okay. You're very welcome. Have an awesome night. Okay. Let's see. Princess Marie is asking me about a message from Joey. Oh, where'd she go? Okay. Marie from England. Put that, write it back on the screen again. And Julie Decker, is your soulmate any closer? Oh, Julie. Julie, is absolutely gorgeous. You have to put yourself out there a little more, and you have to get outside the box. I know you don't like to go online, but if you get a chance to run up to Saratoga this summer, try running up to Saratoga. And you might just meet somebody out there, but I still feel like he's online, and I still feel like he's down by the city or where you go one day a week to work. And you just, I know you hate being online, but I still feel like he's there. Is he any closer? Is he any closer? He's January, February. Okay? January, February, Julie. Okay, let's see. Here it is. A friend of mine from Albany, New York, recently passed away after being found dead on a bench in our local park. She was young and vibrant during her short life, and she touched so many. Her mom struggles. Is she at peace? Is this like they're not sure how she died? It's almost like she just passed away on the bench, and they really don't know how she crossed. Julie, you're very welcome. It's almost like they don't know. I think there's a mystery to how she passed. Is this correct? Laura Cafaro, can you write back to me so I can put it up here, please? Laura, can you hear me? So I feel like it's almost like they feel like her heart stopped or something like that. Okay. It's hard, Bailey. Okay. Can I ask you a question? And I need you to write back to me. Andrea said, good evening, beautiful people. Okay. I'm telling you, they're not quite sure. I'm going to tell you, it's almost like her heart stopped. I almost feel like her heart stopped. Okay. It's almost like she fell asleep on the bench and she just didn't wake up. Can you give me a little bit more feedback, Laura? Okay. And she gave me her name, so I had that. I have her name. Yeah, she's young. She's very young. And she's scared. So I'm not quite sure. What was she doing on the park bench? Wow. Not quite sure what she's doing out there. Do you know if she had, do you know if she ever did drugs? If there's a drug problem here also? Okay. So I'm going to tell you, I feel like this is like a drug overdose or something, and she takes too much or something. And I feel like she just sits on this bench and she literally falls asleep. I don't know if they found her in the laying down position, but I feel like this is how they find her. Okay. So whatever she took, I think it had something to do with her heart, that her heart stopped or something like that. Okay. Okay. Someone watching over me. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's in the future for me. I'm just reading through everybody's things. Julie, you're very, very welcome. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Just wondering if I made the right choice to break up with my boyfriend. Here, let me put this up here. Kelsey, pretty lady. Just wondering if I made the right choice breaking up with my boyfriend and if relationship is closer. From what I feel, Kelsey, I think you probably, this took a long time. This breakup took a long time. You are really double thinking this. And I'm not sure why. You know, you have to remember nobody's perfect. But you're going to be double thinking this for a long time. And it's funny because I'm sitting here and I'm feeling your energies, both of you, and there's a connection here. And I don't know if you did the right thing. Do me a favor, type so I can see and tell me why you broke up. What happened? Was this a misunderstanding? Was this some sort of a misunderstanding? I'm waiting for her to answer me. No effort on his part. Okay. Well, that's tough, because if you're putting in all the effort in the relationship and he's not putting any effort in, then it's probably not going to work. But I feel like this is a guy that's all over the place. I feel like he's got fires in the iron over here. He's doing things here. I feel like he spends a lot of time with his friends. You know, I feel like he spends a lot of time with his friends, and he needs to find some time for you. And if he can't put you first, then say goodbye. Because, you know, hanging out with your buddies is not as important as hanging out with your girlfriend. Okay. So I would have to say then it's probably a good, it was a good decision. Okay. And there is somebody better coming. This guy, to me, he seems more like he's more suitable for you. He's dressed very nicely. He's got a nice pair of pants, nice shirt. He's not bumming it out or playing games or anything like that. Okay. He's going to be a little more serious, and he's going to do things with you. Lots of things. Okay. When maybe January, you kind of need to cool off right now. You need to find yourself again. You need to realize that, you know, you're the prize. And this time when you look for a guy, make sure that you remember that you're the prize, and that person has to put in the same effort that you're putting into the relationship. So I would say right around January, February. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Who's next? Okay. Hi, Karen. How are you? Thank you very much. Yep. I fought with my computer for about an hour, and I was like, I'm going to get it to work. Okay. So Princess Marie, we are going to do this because she is from England and Tyler is my buddy. I need to know if I told my children the right thing. Joey was their dad. Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. Jen, give me a minute and let me answer this. And then type the whole thing again for me, because you guys, as you type, all the comments go down the screen and they disappear and I can't see them anymore. So you have to keep typing your question. Okay. 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 All right. So Marie, is this something okay. So what do you mean, like, told the kids the right thing? Did you tell them how their dad really crossed over? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you kind of soften the blow a little bit? You got to write back. No, you did not tell them the truth. Okay. Well, sometimes we have to shield our kids from things. And I think this is a little grown up. So I think you probably did the right thing in not telling him. Okay. Okay. I think you probably did the right thing in telling them what you told them. Did he kind of just disappear out of the picture? I feel like he's there and then he's gone. Marie, I'm waiting for you to answer me. Okay. I lied. Okay. So did you, did he kind of just, okay. Correct. Okay. All right. So I don't think the boys really need to know that. I think it would really hurt Tyler to know that. He has a lot to deal with everything in his life, and you know that. So this for now will work, I'm sure, maybe when they get older, but they're kind of small right now, so it's really not necessary. And you need to stop with the guilt. The reason that you're doing what you're doing, and we won't discuss it, but you know that I know everything. The reason that you're doing what you're doing is because there's a lot of guilt associated with this. Let it go. Let it go, okay? Because he wouldn't want you holding on to this, and you'll stop relapsing if you just let it go. And you need to deal with this once and for all. Whether you sit and write yourself a letter or you write him a letter And then you just and then write everything down. It doesn't matter if it's 35 pages. Get it all out of your system. Forgive yourself, forgive him. And then take the letter that you write, take it outside and you burn it. And then what you do is you tell yourself, with this, I'm going to let this go. And I'm going to be able to move forward in my life because the boys really, really need you. Okay? So you have to let all this go and move yourself forward. Got it? Okay. Tell Tyler I said hi, hugs and kisses. Okay. Sarah Evelyn, can you please tell me about someone close to me who passed away if they have a message for me? Okay. So you have told me that you're welcome, Princess Marie. Okay. You have told me that you keep seeing a reoccurring number over and over and over again. If you go online to different websites, they have online what all the numbers mean. 1111, if you're seeing that, that's usually an angel that they're telling you to wake up because your intuition is getting stronger and stronger. So when you see 1111, that's usually to let you know that things in life are going to get better and to pay attention to your intuition. Sarah, can you tell me what is the number that you keep seeing? Okay, I'm waiting to see if she writes back. Lana, certainly. I always see 113. Okay, so what that has meaning to you. And even if it's the number, the 13 seems to be the important part. And I don't know why they show me the 13. That's the important part. But there's meaning to this and you need to think about it. It's weird. Sorry. I'm just picking up on the numbers and I hear something about an address. I'm not quite sure what this means. I don't know if it's an address that the person was associated with or it's an address that you might find yourself at. But I feel like this number is associated with an address. Do you have a young gentleman that passed away? Somebody in their 20s or 30s that passed away? Waiting for you to type back. And it's the 13 too. It's the 13 means something. Okay, she's not writing back. Okay. So we'll wait for her to write back. Let me move on. Okay. I think my uncle was, but I'm not sure how old he was. Okay. Okay. This might have something to do with him. The numbers are associated with an address, and the 3 and the 13 has a lot of meaning. So definitely around that age. Okay. So I'm telling you, look into it, and it might be that because he's in spirit that he's trying to tell you something. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to do Karen Crow. Can we talk about the dream I had the other night? My ex-roommate passed away, and I'm not on that on that following night was in my dream, but there was 2 of her. That's the first time I've had a dream like that. There was 2 of her. Okay. So she passed away and there were 2 of her. Well, let me ask you a question. Was there 2 different sides to this person? Because I feel like there might be. When was the last time you talked to this person? Because I think a lot might have happened in her life between the time you knew her and the time of her passing away. So this to me is not cut and dry, and I feel like there's more to this story, and there's more to her passing away also. Not quite sure. But let me get back to you about that. See if you can write on the screen a little bit more, okay, for me? Okay. All right, Miss Jen. Okay, so you want to know about Sarah. This is the lady that was found, that you used to know, that she was found, I think, hanging from a tree, and they think she committed suicide, correct? We're just waiting for Jen to type a little more for us. Okay, and she said yes. Okay, so you had texted me about this today, and I got to tell you, the first impression that I got when you told me this was that something was wrong, and that is not how this was not self-inflicted. I feel like there's more, there's a couple people involved in this, and one is a gentleman, and I know the boys, I think, had, the children had two different dads. Okay. They had two different dads, and I don't know if one of the dads was giving her an issue, but there's something very off with this, and it doesn't sit right. This death doesn't sit right. I don't know if this person would do this. I know she was suffering from a little bit of depression, I think, but I don't get that she did this. So hopefully they didn't make this an open and shut case, and they are actually going to investigate it. But something's off here. It doesn't feel right. It didn't feel right today. Anything else, Jen? Did you want to add anything else to this? I believe they are. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah, this needs to be looked in. I think this was staged to make it look like this. And the key to this is what she was standing on. I think there's fingerprints on what she was standing on, because she shows me, it almost looks like a bucket. Okay. It almost looks like a bucket, and there's fingerprints on this, and they're not all just hers. And I think the way that the fingerprints are located, it looks like someone is moving it around. So that's going to be a big key in this case, because she keeps showing me this thing and it's being moved. Okay. It looks like it's being moved. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Let's see who else we got. Do you work with children? Okay. Do I work with children? My 11-year-old is rather curious. This is Trisha. Hi, Trisha Plummer. Is rather curious about her elders. I would doubt they are near. Okay, you got to explain that to me a little bit more, because I don't know what you are trying to say. If she's curious about people that have passed on and how small she is, because children really talk to spirit. Heaven is, everybody says heaven's in the sky. Spirits are about 3 feet off the ground, and that is why kids can see spirit. They talk to them, and they communicate with them because they're at their eye level. Okay, so kids really, really, really communicate with spirit really, really well. Okay. Okay. Jen is asking me, is she okay? Yeah, she's okay. I think she just left. So you have to give her a chance to get herself together, figure out where she is. Spirit usually stays around for their services, but she's going to be around for a little while, because there's foul play here. Something seems very, very wrong. So she's, I think she wants to make sure that this gets rectified. So she is okay, but I feel like she's not ready to fully cross yet. Okay. What does my crystal representing? Looking for a nice healing one for my daughter. This crystal is for to help attract money. That's what this crystal is for. If you're looking for a nice healing crystal, oh boy, let's see. If you go on my YouTube station, or you go, and that's Intuitive Medium Christine, or you go to intuitivemediumchristine.com and you go to where it says my shows, and I have all my shows pre-recorded. You will see a show with myself and my friend named Tony, and we had about 20 different crystals on the table, and we talked about all the different crystals and what they're good for. So there are so many different crystals, and they're all used for different things. Some pick up negative energy, some keep it away from you. Some are good for love, like what I'm wearing. So I would suggest that you do that. Okay. All right. And Jennifer said, okay, good. All right. Okay. So this is back to Trisha. She said her daughter has been talking about people that she shouldn't have known. I'm telling you, she can talk to spirit. And what happens is a lot of time kids come up with things that they don't know, and that's how you know who they're talking to. So what you can do is, one, don't freak out when they start, saying this, and then ask them questions. They should be able to come out with things that you don't know, that somehow, that you know, but they don't know. Okay, so you can ask her things, and she should be able to tell you things that she shouldn't know, but she knows. I have a friend whose son does that all the time, and she's always like, how did you know that? Because someone's telling him. Okay? All right, let's see. Okay. You guys, you got to keep typing. Keep typing. Okay. So Beth Cohen Crutcher is asking me, is it possible for a parting soul to enter another soul when crossing over? Like a grandmother's soul entering into a 4-month-old granddaughter? No, that is not possible. But she can communicate with her, and she might say things that she would say, and then, she's 4 months old, so she's not talking. So that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to tell you no. She's not, no one's going to, that's entry. No, that does not normally happen. And that should not have happened. Okay. So I'm going to tell you no for that one. Let's see. Ismelda Garza said, my mother passed a year ago and I got really depressed. What kind of crystal would be good for me? An amethyst. You need to raise your spirits is what you need to do. And you also need to know that your grandmother is okay and that she crossed over okay. And there's something with her and water, because she shows me water. And, you spend a lot of time talking to her. And she said to tell you that she can hear you. And I just get this really calm feeling when this woman comes in. And I got to tell you, she seems like she comes in almost like a mom. So even though she's your grandmother, I get a really, really strong feeling from her, Ismelda. And it's like, I feel like she's like sort of like a mom figure in your life. But this woman, I will tell you, loves you more than anything and has been watching you and has been watching you deal with all the stuff that you have going on. And you have a lot of things going on. And I just need you to know that it's going to be okay, but you have to concentrate on what you're doing. Yeah, she said she's my mother. Yeah, this woman was your mom. That's what I thought. Okay. She is always watching out for you. She loves you more than you could possibly imagine. And there was, I know we talk about jewelry a lot of the time, but I feel like there is some sort of a necklace with a cross or something on it that she left. And I don't know, but I feel like she was religious. So I feel like this woman was also religious. But boy, I got to tell you, she is around you and sending you positive energy. And Gina just said goldstone is good for sending healing energy. So there you go. There is a stone for you from Gina. Thank you, Gina. Goldstone is good for sending healing energy. Okay? But please know that she is with you and she loves you very, very much. Okay. So somebody said, this is cute. So J. Shay Hicks said, me next. Okay. So that's all I see. You have to write what the question that you have for me, J. Shay Hicks, so that I can help you. Okay? Okay. So if you write what you have, what you want, what you need answers about, I'll answer it. Okay. Let's see. What's ahead for me? Okay, you have to tell me a little bit more than what's ahead for me. You got to pick love life, work, something, because I'm trying to get to as many people as I possibly can. Okay, so let me know. Rebecca Wynn said, my brother passed away suddenly from cardiac arrest 8 years ago and wanted to know if there's anything he wants me to know. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this was I feel like this was a heart attack. This was a massive, massive heart attack. It was one that he did not recover from. Yeah, I feel like you guys are close. You're very, very close. Let's see. Everything he wants me to know. Can you give me a little bit of this? Yeah. This is what happens when your phone is connected to your computer. Okay. Let's see. And Rebecca, has one of your parents crossed over? Has one of your parents crossed over? I'm looking to see if she's writing back, because she's not writing back. It's tough when I don't have you guys on the phone. I gotta go through all this and try to. All right, I'm waiting for Rebecca to get back to me. Okay. Yes, my mom. Okay. Okay. Because he talks about a parent being there with him. Okay. And just letting you know that everything's okay. Everything is okay. Quick question. Did he leave behind a family? Because I feel like there's somebody that's important, like there's a woman or somebody that he wants to get a message to, and it's not a sister or an aunt or anything like that. This is a woman that he wants to get a message across to. I'm just waiting for her to write back, guys. Okay, she said what? Was there somebody in his life, or is there a woman that was close to him that he would want to get a message through to? Because I feel like there's somebody he needs to get a message through to that he's okay. Could be his ex-wife. Okay. And are there children involved? Did he have kids? And did he have a daughter? Just waiting. Hang on one second. Ex-wife. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Okay. He had 2 boys. Okay. So it's important that you let her know that he's okay, so that she can talk to the boys about it. Because I don't think there was any sort of goodbyes or anything like that. 2 boys, no daughter. Okay. Then it's got to be his ex-wife, because there's a woman he wants to get a message through to. So I feel like, she'll pass the message on to the boys, but the boys are growing up, and he said to tell you guys that he's watching them grow up. One of them is going to play football or some sort of sport, and the other one I feel like is a brainiac that's really good with the computer or likes gaming. But he just wants her to know that he's okay and he crossed over okay. Okay? Okay. Okay. Debbie, Del Signor, am I going to find happiness? So many things are negative right now. Okay, Debbie. Give me something that you need to, Okay. So tell me, is it your job? Is it your health? What's going on that's negative? Because I feel like you're all up in the air and you don't even know where to begin. And I think it's a job. Okay. Are you not working currently? Because I feel like, okay, let me see. I'm waiting for it to write back. Okay. A job. Okay. A job. Are you looking for a job? In your love life? Okay. All right. Pick one. Which one's more important? She lost her job. Okay. So that means you have no job right now, which is what I was asking. Do you not have a job right now? Okay. You know what? Instead of, this is what I want you to do. Instead of worrying about the job that you lost, because that's gone and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. I want you to work on the future and finding a job for the future. I don't know if you are clerical or something like that, but I almost feel like it's clerical and you're sitting at a desk with a computer. I don't know if this job is online or if it's someone you know and they kind of tell you about a job and you wind up at this job. But you have to start putting things in perspective. You've got everything crazy all over the place. You have got to, first of all, you got to relax and, hey, are you around? And what you have to do is think about what you want instead of what you don't have. You're spending too much time thinking about what you don't have. I want you to think about what it is that you want. So start to visualize that job that you want and start to visualize the person in your life that you want. You're spending too much time thinking about what you don't have instead of what you should have. Okay. So instead of being in the law of attraction, you are stuck. You're stuck. So I want you to, you can even make your board and put your name on the top. Make your vision board. Vision boards are great. I talk about this every chance that I get because I have my clients make vision boards. You know, go to Walmart, get a piece of large poster board and don't get the flimsy kind and write your name at the top, buy a package of magic markers and get yourself some glue sticks and go home and get online and start printing out pictures of things that you want and glue them all to that poster board and write what you're looking for on there. And mine is in my bedroom. And when I get up in the morning, it's the first thing I see. And when I go to bed at night, it's the first thing I see. Okay. And that's what you do. And you start looking at it and you start acting. And what they tell you to do is start acting like you already have it. There's a lady that every morning she would get up and she would put a suit on and she would leave the house and go do something and come back. So basically you're telling the universe, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. So I want you to stop thinking about, all the stuff that behind you, leave it behind you. And I think there was some drama with the job that you left. Leave that behind you. And right now I want you to do nothing but look forward to what's coming. It is coming. I don't feel like it's going to come a little while from now. But you know, just go apply for a lot of different things, but it's weird. I kind of feel like somebody might say to you, hey, there's a job open, you know, do you want to apply for it? And that's how you might get this job. Okay. All right, so let's see. Hi, Susie Hernandez. How are you? Thank you for popping in and saying how you are. Okay, Brittany Conklin. Me next, please. Okay, so I need a question. My grandfather passed away. Okay, here we go. Here's our question. Okay. My grandfather passed away and I want to know what happens to him and if he is okay, please. Okay. I'm going to tell you, I feel like your grandfather passed. I don't feel like he's been gone a long time. And I feel like I'm going to tell you, I feel like he's at the hospital. And I feel like his crossing over was very quiet. I feel like it was quiet and it was peaceful. And I feel like that he had something going on with his lungs or something going on with his chest. But there seems to be a problem with his breathing and his back, his lower back. But I get up here being a very large problem, and he's having some problems breathing, respiratory. And there's some mention of your grandmother. I'm not sure what he's speaking of, but I will tell you that he is in a very good place, okay? And that he loves you. And if you talk to him, and I feel like he's a joke because I feel like he jokes around about different things, and he was a pleasure to be around for you. And if you talk to him, you know, just sit quietly, and believe it or not, they can hear you. They can hear every word that you say, okay? All right, Brittany. What is on your necklace? Okay. All right, hang on for 1 second. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, guys, keep typing, and I will get back to you. Okay, so we've got J. Shay Hicks wants to know, will I find my own place to live? I'm with a relative right now. You're not going to move out until I feel the spring, late winter, early spring. I feel like where you are right now, you kind of need to get yourself together. You need to save up some funds, and I don't feel like you'll be ready to leave until late winter, early spring. Okay. All right, so let's see. Jen asked, how can I make spirit come out more with me? Okay, if you want to work on your psychic or mediumship abilities, I've been like this since I was 2. And my grandmother spent a lot of her life teaching me how to do this, and then placing me with people who would teach me how to do this. And there's a lot of soul searching here. And if you want to help people, any predisposed notions you have about anything, and you cannot be a negative person, you really have to get rid of them. Because when I do a reading for somebody, I cannot put how I feel about that situation into their reading. And you also have to, when you're a medium, you are just a vessel, okay? Basically, they use us to get to you, to talk to you, because for some reason we can hear them on the plane that they're on. So for me, it started at 2 years old, and it just happened naturally, okay? But if you can, there's books in the bookstore and different things, and you can take classes and courses in different places. But you should start with meditation. So what you want to do is you want to start with meditation, and you want to start with connecting with your guides. We all have guides that we're born with. So you start with connecting to your guides, because your guide is who is going to help you, and they're going to connect you to the next realm. So that's what I did as a child, and I was always able to talk to them. But you start with meditation, and you start with getting quiet, and you start by going deep within yourself. And then it's, at first you're like, okay, I think I'm crazy. I can hear things. But when they start to make sense, or when you can tell someone something that there's no way that you would know it, you know that you're starting to make that connection. But there are some great places to take classes. Look for a holistic center in your area. And usually there's someone that's teaching it, because it's something that, you have to be in someone's presence to learn how to do this. And also Hay House online, hayhouse.com, which was brought about by Louise Hay. They have some really good courses online too. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Please answer me soon. Very grateful. Okay, Garcia. I am going to answer your question. But you have to put it up here so I can see it. Because remember, when you guys ask me a question, it goes away really quick. Okay? All right, so we need to answer Angelica Hernandez. This is important. I feel my ex is a narcissist. We have a 17-month-old son together. I'm worried that he will negatively influence my son and ultimately hurt him with his manipulative ways. That's tough, because I'm sure that there's some sort of a custody thing connected to this. And this gentleman that you're talking about, when I read this and I connect with him, I don't feel like he's a nice person. I think when you deal with him, he wants to win at any cost. He doesn't like to lose one bit, and he will do whatever he has to do to win battles, win whatever. So the best thing that you can do is to guide your son in the right direction, and some behaviors, tell him that is not good behavior. That is not the way you want to behave, and you're going to have to fight tooth and nail against this, because this gentleman is very narcissistic and he does not like to lose. So you're going to have to sit with your son and spend some serious time correcting, a parent's behavior by saying that is incorrect, this is correct. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh, she got back to me. Marcia. Okay, here we go. Okay, I lost my child. Will I get him back soon? And with the father being in my life. Okay, do me a favor, please, and tell me how, is it that you lost custody of your child so I can help you? Hi, Roberta Sam. How are you? How are you? So Garcia, tell me what happened, because you said I lost my child. Will I get him back soon? This feels like a custody thing. You got to write a little more for me, hon, so I can help you. Okay, let's see. You're welcome, Angelica Hernandez. You are very welcome. Okay. Okay. Sabrina, can you give me answers on my cousin? Feel so lost on everything since his sudden loss. Okay. I feel like he's gone quick. I feel like this young gentleman is gone very, very quick. Okay, she went back. I'll have to write back to her. Okay. This young gentleman, I feel something with this is very, very quick. Can you give me a little bit more on this, Sabrina, so that I can respond to you a little bit better? Remember, I'm not on the phone, so I can't connect through your voice. I have to just connect directly to Spirit. It's a little bit hard when I'm sitting and reading stuff. Yeah. Okay. She said it's a car accident. Like I said, he's gone quick. This was very, very quick. Very, very quick. Quick enough for him to not even feel what happened to him. Okay. So this is a quick, I'm out. I'm looking at my body, and I feel like he ascends very, very quickly. Okay. He ascends very, very quickly. Is he okay? Absolutely. Let's see. This is a younger guy. And he loves music. This guy absolutely, positively, Sabrina, your cousin, loves music. So he said to tell you there's some songs that you're going to hear, and that should remind you of him. He makes me smile when he comes through. He's a nice guy. So there's songs. He said to listen for the songs. There's some songs, and sometimes he plays them. He plays 2 or 3 songs in a row because he says you're not listening. So I want you to start listening when you have the radio on. Listen to some songs. Okay? Okay. Let's see. All right. So you lost custody. It's weird because you talk about this and I feel like there's parents involved somehow. I feel like there's parents involved in this whole custody battle. I'm not sure if they're your parents or if they're the grandparents on the other side, the dad's parents, but I feel like there's parents involved in this, and somebody does not want you to get custody back, and they're going to fight tooth or nail for you not to get custody back. This is your child. Go and stand up for yourself and say what you have to say, and make sure that you have your life in order so that when you go, you can get custody back, okay? But these people, I feel like, they try to back you down and scare you. Don't allow them to scare you, You got to stand up to the bully someday. You got to stand up to him someday. So make sure that your house is in order and then go get your child back. Okay? But I feel like his parents have something to do with this. Got a really strong feeling on that one. Okay. Let's see. Who else do we have? Okay. Lynn. Lynn is asking me, I need some direction in my life. When will I know when the time is right to move on in my work life? When you don't like it anymore. That's the time to move on. When you get up in the morning and you don't want to go to work and you don't like what you're doing, then it's time to move on. And it's the same thing with relationships. When you feel like you're not happy anymore, and what you do is, I need you to ask yourself, what do I want to do? What would make me happy? And then go out and do it. You know what I mean? Make sure it's feasible. But if you're getting up every day and you're miserable and you're unhappy, there's a big sign there. And you'll know when it's time for you to move on. But make sure, I feel in your situation, like you have to have this income. So make sure that you have something that you have set up and ready to go before you just say, I'm done, and walk out with your hands in the air, because I don't think you can do that. So prepare yourself, do your resume, and then move on. Okay? And I don't feel like this is going to be for a little while, because I don't think you like change. So make sure you have everything in order before you go ahead and you pull the plug. And make sure that, you're happy with yourself also internally before you move on. Okay? Okay. Oh, Crystal said love and light. Thank you, Crystal. Okay. And Garcia said, you're most likely right. Thank you so much. You're very, very welcome. Very welcome. Remember what I said? Don't make sure you're in order, and then go ahead from there. Okay. All right, guys. I think we've been on here for a while. You're welcome. All right. It's getting late. And I have to do the weekly reading because usually I do it on Sunday, and I did not do it yesterday. So I am, I'm going to do it right. I got to get off of this and go ahead and do that. But this week, the deck that we're using is Doreen Virtue, Daily Guidance from your Oracle Angel cards. So shortly online, there'll be a video with this week's weekly reading. Okay. And that's that. So I hope everybody enjoyed this, and I'm going to try to do this a little bit more often. And thank you for coming to my Facebook page and writing comments. Write comments. I love to see comments. I'll answer as many as I possibly can. And if you want a reading, you can go to intuitivemediumchristine.com, and my planner is online, and my rates are very reasonable. And I also have a YouTube station, which is Intuitive Medium Christine. And that's it. Okay, so I hope everybody has a great night. And I look forward to doing this again. And that's it. Okay, guys, have a good night. Take care.